What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, last night, Shakur Stevenson outclassed Artem Harutyunyan easily, right? Unanimous decision win. Shakur put on a boxing clinic. For real, Harutyunyan really couldn't hit Shakur much. Shakur's defense is outstanding. He got the best defense out of all the young fighters, the Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, racist Ryan Garcia. Out of all them dudes, he got the best defense out of all of them. So it's hard to really hit him cleanly, right? He's an accurate puncher. He definitely knows how to hit guys. He got great punch placement. He's a guy that really displays the sweet science. However, Shakur Stevenson is not a fun watch. He's not. Because I'm a boxing fanatic, I can appreciate his performances, and I recognize how good that young man is, but he is not exciting, okay? And that will hurt him in his star power. He's not a power puncher. He's not. But you don't necessarily have to be a power puncher per se in order to be exciting. Well, I'm going to say this, because I was going to use Errol Spence. Errol not a one-punch knockout artist. He doesn't hit as hard as a Terrence Crawford. But Errol do got power, for sure. And Errol lets his hands go. He goes after guys. When he feel like he got you hurt, and he smell blood in the water, he lets his hands go and tries to get you up out of there. Shakur Stevenson does not do that, okay? This is my problem with Shakur. There are times Shakur makes guys miss completely, like easily, and he doesn't make them pay. Like if you're gonna make guys miss, you gotta make them pay to be some type of exciting fighter. If you're not a knockout artist, you gotta throw your hands more. You got to. You gotta do more than just make guys miss. You gotta make them pay consistently for people to want to be entertained by your fight. That's why you had people booing last night in that fight. For real, because it was lulls in action. Now, again, casual fans boo regardless. A lot of times, if it's not Rock'em Sock'em Robots, they gonna boo anyway. But they were booing in spurts like that was a Shakur crowd. And they still booing because they like, yo, you got to bring more excitement to the table. You never really see Shakur like be a dog and go after guys, stalk guys, walk guys down like that. Now, he fucked Oscar Valdez up, for sure. And I've seen him put some great performances on. Oscar Valdez was my favorite performance from him, without question. Because he was really I felt like he was trying to fuck Oscar up. He was. You know what I mean? He was trying to whoop and bully Oscar. But you rarely see that from him a lot of times. And it's guys he should be doing that against. And then I don't like, too, his grandfather trying to tell him what to do in the corner, trying to tell him how to get the stoppage. And Shakur over-talking him. I'm like, Shakur, be quiet, bro. Listen to your grandfather. He's not just Papa. He's a trainer for a reason. He's trying to explain to you how they get Harutyunyan up out of here, and you steady over-talking him every time he trying to talk. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Shakur, if you're not going to be a power puncher, he got to let his hands go far more. Far more. You know what I mean? And I hear people saying this whole thing, well, Mayweather did that for, a decade or so, and y'all let him be a pay-per-view star. Y'all still was fine with that. So let me say this too, man. A lot of y'all didn't watch boxing for real when Floyd was coming up. When Floyd was at 130, 135, 140, he was stopping dudes. Stopping them easily. Stopping them. When he got to 47, his hands started to get brittle. His hands started to break more often. And he did not have the same power that he had at the lower weight classes. At the lower weight classes, look what he was doing to dudes. Look what he was doing to guys. Now, I remember watching him, I swear to God, not just Gennaro Hernandez. I'm talking about when he fought Chico Corrales. Oh my God. Chico was the favorite in that fight, and Floyd dropped him, 5 times in that fight? He was like peppering dude. Arturo Gatti. That's one of the worst beatings I ever seen in boxing. Floyd and Arturo Gatti. Seriously. Floyd was on his bully, stalking him, making Arturo miss and pay. That's what Shakur needs to do. Make the dude miss and pay. If he's not supposed to be in there with you, in the ring with you, make him feel like he got no business in the ring with you. Shakur allows for moments, he allows moments where the fighter can get back in a fight, or the fighter can start feeling confident again and feel like, hey, I can do some stuff against Shakur. I can make this work. No, demoralize a fighter. Make him feel like ain't shit he could do. Oscar Valdez in that fight, Oscar felt like Oscar knew he couldn't do nothing. He knew it was nothing he could do. He was outmatched. He was superbly out. Like dude, he was overskilled, outskilled, all of that. He knew he was in a world of trouble. You could tell by his face. De Los Santos, he felt like he felt like he could whoop Shakur. And he felt like him and Shakur at the same level. You know, last night, Harutunian knew Shakur was better than him, but it was moments where I felt like Harutunian felt like he was getting more confident, even after Shakur had put together some nice punches and all of that, is because Shakur didn't consistently do it. You know, and again, if you're not going to be a knockout artist, he got to throw his hands a lot more. He got to throw his hands like Errol Spence does. Errol throws so many punches. Shakur going to have to be like that to be a pay-per-view star. Otherwise, he's not going to be on pay-per-view unless he's fighting a Devin Haney, unless he's fighting a Tank Davis, unless he's fighting a Teofimo Lopez, unless he's fighting a Ryan Garcia or something like that. He's not going to be on pay-per-view other than that. Because his style is not fan-pleasing, is not crowd-pleasing. Floyd was crowd-pleasing up until he got to 47 for real. Right? When he got to 47, that's when he started to turn to just hit and pot-shotting guys. Pot-shotting. Now, Floyd would throw combinations too. But his combinations were more abundant at the lower weight classes. But Floyd had already built up a reputation as the best pound for pound fighter in the world by the time he went to 47 and 54. By the time he fought at the higher weight classes, he had already established himself as a guy who can give great pay-per-view performances, as a guy who could deliver, who could stop guys in a big moment. He had already established that. By the time the world caught on to Floyd, though, they hadn't saw that Floyd. They didn't see him stopping guys like Arturo Gatti and Chico Corrales and Philip Indu, and you know, they hadn't seen him beat I'm trying to see some great Floyd stoppages that I remember. They don't remember Gennaro Hernandez. They don't remember damn, what's my man name? Chop Corley. They don't remember them performances like that. I'm trying to think. Said DeMarcus Chop Corley. Because Floyd had some exciting, younger Floyd, he put on some shows against dude. But the casual fans did not remember these fights. I mean, they did not remember. They didn't see these fights. They saw Floyd Mayweather. Their memory goes back as far as Oscar De La Hoya. That's as far as it goes back. And shit, after the Oscar fight, Floyd ended up stopping undefeated Ricky Hatton. Stopped him easily. Not easily, it was in the later rounds, but you know what I mean? Floyd was whooping him easily and stopped him with a check left hook. So what I'm saying is that you can't compare Shakur and Floyd. Shakur had exciting performances on pay-per-view before then, before being just a technician to hit, make you miss, and make you pay guy, make you miss, and pot shot you guy. Before he became that, he was stopping dudes and making it look easy. I'm talking about dudes that were great fighters. Like Chico Corrales was a great fighter. And Floyd made him look like he was C-level. So Shakur got to Floyd made Chico Corrales look like he was C-level while stopping him, while dropping him, while making him feel like he had no moments in that fight, while making him feel like he couldn't do nothing but get beat up on. Shakur got to do something like that. Make a top fighter these guys were very good fighters. Hartunian is a good fighter. The good fighters, bro, you gotta let them know they ain't shit compared to you. They not great. Let them know ain't nothing they could do in this fight but get beat up on. Shakur ain't really did nothing like that yet. I mean, Oscar Valdez, but like he gotta do that consistently, man. For real, man. Or the crowd is gonna keep yawning at his performances. I'll watch what's my dude name? Is it Lou DiBella? I think it's Lou DiBella. Is it Lou DiBella? That's his name. Yeah. He was like, yo, Shakur is really good, but I do not like watching his performances. Good night. You had a lot of people like, yo, he's a really great fighter. I just do not like seeing him fight. I do not like watching him fight, I'm sorry. And I couldn't argue with that. Because even me as a fan of the sweet science, I want to see dudes, when you know you got to do overmatch, go after him, man. Go after him at times, man. And I'm gonna say this, man. People can call Devin Haney boring. Shit, Devin performances against George Kambosos, he was fucking George up. Now he couldn't get the stoppage, smoking him out. He smoked what's my boy name at 40? Regis Prograde. He dropped Regis too, which shocked a lot of people. But yeah, like he was put on a clinic. Regis couldn't do nothing but get beat up on, hit in the face, jab to the stomach, hooks. He was getting everything but the kitchen sink. Shakur make guys miss. Wait for a while. The opening is there for him to counter. Times he don't counter. He'll counter, but he'll counter a nice amount of time. But then it's times where he can clearly, like, bro, throw your hands, bro. It's right there for you. And he won't throw it. Because he's so defensive. He's so cautious about getting hit with anything. And sometimes you got to take some to give some, especially against the guys who are lower class, who may not hit as hard. You got to be willing to take some to get the shit you want, and to get the crowd to feel like, damn, I want to pay for a Shakur Stevenson fight. Because right now, I can't convince nobody. I can't convince people from Newark. I can't convince people from Brick City probably to watch Shakur. If you're not a boxing fan, because they're not gonna be amazed by that. They're gonna be firmly, completely disappointed. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.